try some new things today. I want to see if bumping us down, graphic-wise, will do anything for us. We're loading. Because my buddy Chase got it on Xbox, and it seems to run really well on Xbox. Like, he's not having any of the issues that I'm having with, like, lag, or, like, combat lag, or, you know, words not lining up with mouth movements. Let's see what happens. But he did say, because he got it on PC, that it ran like ass on his computer. But his computer was also giving him issues. So we will see what happens.
You should give that recipe a whirl. A Percival's research test.
Yeah, we're gonna... That's not the pause menu. There it is. Fucking disable film grain. We'll put it at 25. How about that? Depth of field. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. See how.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down. Do your part to keep
Still like, still choppy. Still runs like booty hole. I mean, it's not like Star Citizen bad, but it's an issue. I don't know if I want to keep playing with the controller. Find out here in a minute.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
I need to get jump pack training, and I'm gonna need to get the module attacking. So I can start disabling ships and boarding them. You know, all that jazz. Whenever the music starts to cut out, you know it's about to load in.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC.
Oh,
It's
I know.
more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their
That's
most respected
borderline
tacticians.
human rights
Secure the
trial.
leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I'm sorry, but I don't agree with cloning.
I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he
I think
did,
that's a
well,
fucked up voice
they're a
line.
part of the reason the
Could be
UC
UC
and
military,
Freestar
but
Collective
UC
aren't really on great terms to this
military.
day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss?
Not really.
I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Fucking A. I really have to say I don't have anything else.
Still no word from the cabinet. Then I guess it's just a...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno-Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor. That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the Chief Diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Terror attack.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Oh, okay.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
It sounds like there is a group that is weaponizing them.
Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There
No,
will
they
be
were
plenty
smuggled.
of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we
I don't
need
think
is
it's
a
gonna be very
citywide panic.
fucking discreet.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
I got
Well
this.
then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You too. We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Fuck.
We're on it, ma'am.
I dealt with it before,
Captain,
but it
I'm
was
right
only
behind
because
you.
I got
Let's get down
glitched
there.
into a corner. What up, security forces? Come on, get up there with them. This is gonna be eventful. Terramorph, that's a name for sure. Uh-oh.
You! That's the EM rifle! Grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you! That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got!
Can't stop!
I gotta use it.
Bring it on.
Please! Do something!
Damn, I was just getting warmed up.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Got it.
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Need to favorite this weapon. It'll be a 3.
creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Hell yeah, dude.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Roger that. We're on you.
I get the feeling you're gonna end up fucking turning, but... Wish I could get my ship in the air and just start blasting it.
the heavens you're back in one piece. Though I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you.
The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
I'm gonna carry more of my shit.
Have something for me?
Orion looked kind of cool. Orion is kind of cool. Oh, micro gun? That's also kind of cool. You're gonna hold on to that. Actually. You have the microgun.
Glad to haul whatever you need. Okay.
Eh. Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
After I get back there, I will end the live stream. I'm kind of surprised they're not doing much for a live stream. It might just be the time of day.
Nothing's getting to the cabinet.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, Heroes were minted down at that spaceport.
There you are.
And that includes you.
I believe we have some things we should discuss.
Those creatures killed UC citizens. They're not killing anymore.
Captain? Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Talking to each other.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
We're counting on you. Don't let my people sacrifice.
I'm gonna go check it.
Okay. That's gonna be it for the stream.